Hello, Sir Nigel. Oh, you need a microphone, sir.
I need a microphone and some headphones.
And some headphones.
Oh, there we go.
Hello, everyone.
One of those.
Yes.
Caught short, Colonel.
Check.
Oh,
check.
goodness me, that's
check.
quite a lot better.
Check. Chew. Chew.
1, 2.
Hello,
1,
Sir
2.
Nigel.
Oh, I'm delighted to be here after a busy week.
Yes.
Not quite as frantic as yours, I suspect, on the home front, but
Yeah.
I had lots of travel and
Where have you
visits.
been?
Oh, just round and about, in and out of the city many times,
Ah,
talking
yes.
the future,
Talking the future, yeah.
artificial intelligence, and those kind of things, which are my daytime hobby.
I just noticed your socks. They look cool.
Yes, because they have to wear the thick socks for the new boots, everyone. The very latest and
you ready?
fabulous,
Let's have a look.
crikey, close up on the
excuse
Dr.
me.
Martens. Has that
Excuse
camera
me.
failed us again, Colonel?
No,
It's
not this time.
just not connected.
Not this
We want to see
time.
some guitars today, so we need guitar cam.
There we go.
And
Boom.
let's make guitar cam shoe cam for the moment. Look at those. Very latest
fancy
in
indeed.
Dr. Martens new wares.
Very fancy. I like those a lot.
Yeah, urban Dr. Martens. I had to get those because JB has the original Dr. Martin boot. And
Yes.
the Dr. Martens are doing music collabs. So,
What?
so a couple of old fellas. But hey, there we go. We're back on the board. So, kind of DM's that iconic shoe of rock and roll, and every era they did a New Order Joy Division collab
Oh, right.
last year,
Wow.
in which, with the Gods With Me in London, I
Yes.
managed to secure a pair of
That's right, I
New
do
Order
remember this.
boots for young
Yes.
JB.
London's a good place for that sort
Oh
of
my
stuff.
goodness, they're beautiful with the album covers on each of them.
Mm.
The latest collaboration is with the Sex Pistols.
Oh, right. Wow. I didn't know they had docks, the pistols, but that makes sense.
So there's a white pair, and they're each of the album covers done in a boot or a
Yes.
shoe.
Yes.
Didn't like any of them. I was quite so disappointed.
What are they? I'll have to have a look.
They're just very. I mean, they're authentic to the album covers, but the album covers now, when you look at them, you go, God, they're kind of boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's rumoured to be a Bowie collab coming up with them,
Bowie.
and that will be an incredible.
I do.
Bit of footwear.
Yes, I recall seeing a picture of him in the 70s with some docks, maybe in Germany or something.
So they always do an album cover. So can you imagine some of those album covers
That would be great.
done onto a pair of
That
boots?
would be great.
That'd be quite something. So, well, new boots, my Norm's rare guitars,
Yes.
shirts. Sorry to do that again, but until we get merch here,
Well, I need to. I did have Guitar Colonel shirts at one point, but I wasn't happy with the everlasting print quality.
no,
So,
they went vintage quite quickly, didn't
yes, they disappeared.
they? So here we are today.
yeah,
Have you
Straturday.
have you had anyone interesting in the store?
Let me see. Oh, well, there's Nigel, and yes, I did have Jeff Atchison in.
So that
dropped these
I
names out.
loved that, like the quality of his playing. I'm not worthy. Like, I'm sitting
Yes.
in the seat
He's great.
where Jeff Atchison sat, and I'm.
He's left half his stuff here as well.
Oh, he'll have to come back accordingly. So now, wow,
That's cool.
what
a player.
And then I think the conversation that I got out of it was most interesting is how difficult it is as a blues man today, or a blues player, to come up with something original in your
Yes,
sound.
yes, absolutely. Well, he steps outside the 1-4-5 box a little bit. Chucks a few jazzy chords in, but not too many. And
Yeah, a bit of Hendrix, I see.
a little bit of Hendrix. Yeah, he's sort of got influences from the Allman Brothers to Hendrix to, and then if you
God.
listen to his solo album, it's very, almost like a Australian bluegrass folk type sound. So
And he sat in with
Multi-talented.
He sat in with the Allman Brothers.
yeah, I know. Can you believe that?
How much pressure would that be?
I would be. I think some people must have nerves of steel, and I certainly don't. I would not be able to do it. So
It's quite a thought, actually. So no, I really enjoyed that interview, and I commend that to the house. Everyone should get onto that. Have a listen if you're not subscribing already.
Yes.
Get onto it.
You've had young children before, haven't you?
I have. I'm pleased to say that through the young children and all of the foolishness that can occur as they explore their worlds, Colonel, and I understand a little bit of madness may have infected your household.
I've had a young child week.
Because I was watching Drink Beer Play Guitar.
Oh, yeah.
The
It's
short
a fast
version.
one. Yes.
And then towards the end, Alan's going nuts on an amazing solo, and your phone rings, and you're momentarily distracted.
Well, let's go over the week, Nigel. If you have a 3.5-year-old, you may know of this sort of stuff. So, Saturday, I'm in here doing the show with Alan, and the shop's packed him, and I get an emergency phone call. She swallowed a 5-cent piece, so off to the hospital. I mean,
there's worse things, isn't there? And different parents would have different reactions to that.
And you know, the worst thing is, I expected her to have, you know, a better taste, like such cheap taste.
5 cents.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. So that was Saturday, and that was a bit traumatic. And then Sunday, we went out to Eltham, and then we went to Box Hill for dinner.
Yes. It's probably spicy something, no doubt.
And she was running around and smashed into the countertop, because a lot of the restaurants there are not really child friendly. So boom, so cut her open, black eye. Monday, it was a cold, and I took her to MSAC, so that didn't help the cold at all.
No.
That's the pool here.
Bad parenting.
So Wednesday night.
Okay, no, can't get any good.
It just keeps going. Wednesday, sick, and we seem to have lost a picture for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's the child services
Yes.
have rung to say they're on their way to collect your lovely daughter because you're clearly a negligent parent.
I know, I've never seen this happen. That's very interesting.
That is curious. I'm not sure if we lost electricity or we've... Well, we're still recording, I assume.
I
maybe?
guess. Should I check it? Oh,
I think we should
I'll tell you what, I can check it live here. Let's have a look.
Why don't, well, of course, magical.
Are we on?
Let's do
Oh
it.
no, here we are,
Hello,
we're back.
And we're back. We're back.
That's strange.
It was child services.
Wednesday, yes, Wednesday, yeah. Well, she's with child services at the moment, so they're shutting the whole family down. Wednesday, she was a bit sick. I would like pizza. Okay, we'll take you out for pizza. So we go across the road to Roscoe's for pizza, and she's not happy with the pizza chunks, and she bites her tongue. Now the restaurant's packed. Oh, sorry, that's me in the background. Ah!
Okay.
Screaming at the top of her voice.
Well, I don't blame her because she's had a tough week.
She's had a tough week.
Has she pooped the 5 cents by this point?
No.
Okay.
So she's still carrying a bucket load of pizza and a 5-cent coin.
Because you want your 5 cents. I know you want that 5 cents back.
Yeah, I run a music store.
Yeah,
it all counts.
Margins here are thin, ladies and gentlemen.
Someone may get that as change today. And anyway, so Scream runs out of the pizza place, and everyone's looking at me. And I just said,
worst dad in the world.
Worst dad ever. Take away, please. Take away. So we get it all take away. We go home. And then I think Thursday night she just vomited all over everywhere.
Okay.
So is that, that's my week. Anyway, let's cheer ourselves up with Strats.
I think it's a good time to celebrate Straturday.
Let's celebrate.
Because as we started to touch on in my incredibly boring monologue on the history of Los Angeles and music last week,
That was a big one.
I think the Strat is the pivotal guitar in electric guitar history. And I'm going to say probably the most important guitar
Yes.
in electric guitar
Definitely.
history. And that's because it is the only thing that carried them through the late 50s and the 60s, when it's hard to believe for us that Gibson were getting it wrong, and that the Les Paul we all know and love and associated with great bands and rock and roll was a failure.
Yes. Well,
And if it wasn't for this,
I think these were quite successful back then. weren't
hugely.
they? Yeah.
Leo Fender was making $10,000 a year. Quality was great. His ill health, unfortunately, forced them to
sell
to
the biz.
CBS, who bought a baseball team, who bought mad, things in electronics and music, and this thing.
I know. What are you on there? That's a 70s Strat. That is is that the hardtail? No, that's the hardtail.
No, it is the hardtail. I wanted the hardtail because that is
my phone.
I'm selling
There
the Strat to buy through the Colonel, of course,
Yes.
to get hold of that fantastic wonderful Gibson
Yes,
simple custom shoppy thing that I
Yes,
got.
so that's a
mine's a 57. This is a
that's a 77 hardtail.
yeah, and
Let's have a look at that bad boy.
It is showing some of the major changes that have occurred in that time.
77. Oh, we have a visitor today. Panda's here. What's going on, Panda?
Right.
77 hardtail.
I mean, this is in immaculate condition for something of
cool,
this
huh?
age. Hardtail says, "I'm no surf music dive bomber. I'm a plain out hard ass guitarist." That's fantastic. The black pickguard, 3-ply, so black, white, black. That's a thing.
Very nice.
And maple fretboard.
Yes.
Very, very nice. Now, what you'll notice, this is one of the big design changes in the life of the Strat. This one,
excuse me,
has the large head.
Oh, yes, it does.
So we'll just
Much
do
like
a
my own.
quick comparison.
So that is in fact a 57
there's a 57
reissue
and
versus
there
a
is-
genuine 77.
Yes, so you can
there you
see
go,
what
folks.
happened in time.
That sort of came in, I think 66 is the earliest for
You
the
are
big headstock.
100% correct.
There we
That's
go.
right. And it,
that?
so
I like the big headstock. It reminds me of Jimmy at Woodstock.
yeah, it looks great. It's takes it a little closer to the guitar this is derived from, which is the precision bass.
Yes, yes.
So
Very cool.
the thinking that went into this is truly remarkable. The sculpted body is really an incredibly important feature. It's very, very bright,
There
isn't
we go.
it? But yeah, well, look,
sorry, I don't
and
have
look
the,
at the wood on the back of that. This is original. That is just truly remarkable.
Very nice. It's got a few pieces in there though.
And that's
Never noticed
that's
it
how they
before.
made them.
Yeah.
You know, the bolt-on neck was really the thing
Yeah.
that Leo Fender was all about players. He wasn't making violins here. He was making working instruments for Dick Dale, for hardcore rockers. Excuse me, Colonel.
That's right. Got to give up the smokes.
The bolt-on neck,
Yes.
and you see it today. Like there's a lot of those old guitars will have a different neck for sure.
Yes, yeah.
That design was designed for if they broke and otherwise. Now, here's a trivia thing for you.
Yes.
Why are all Fender Stratocaster necks made out of maple?
Ooh, I would say, I don't know the answer, but I would say stability.
It's because Leo, keen on bowling, noted how solid and how absolutely the longevity of a bowling pin.
Oh, right. Wow.
He's going, no thing's getting hit by a ball every 30 seconds.
Wow.
And they're in great shape. They're light, they're strong, the wood's firm. What are they made of? Finds out it's maple and goes, there's our neck material.
There we go. I was kind of right, but I didn't get there through bowling.
all-
Should we do a song? I saw Panda walking around, and when I see Panda,
It's time for music.
it's time for cocaine.
So, all right, so there's lots of variations on the guitar. Love this song, everyone knows it. But which pickup do I play the song? Which is it's sort of what
Go the bridge. Take it to the bridge, Nigel.
it's sort of what led me to sell my freaking Strat. Was just there's so many positions. It's such a flexible and complex instrument. And I'm not that good a guitarist. So we're going to.
Well, this is a song that anyone can. In terms of learning this shape, it is my favourite song to give someone to do. So yeah, let's go over it. We haven't done it in a while, so it's E, D, E. And the change is. sounds.
Yeah.
This is a 60. This is my new 61 custom shop, which I picked up at the swap shop of all places.
This
How about that?
is an interesting moment in the Guitar Kennel's history. A, he spent money on a guitar.
Very
and B,
unusual.
he went retailing for a
I
guitar.
went retailing.
So instead of flying to Japan, it probably would have been cheaper to fly to Japan and fly back and buy that. You went north side.
I went north side. Yes, I went into. Do you ever remember? We should see who's on actually. But
We should do the Facebook thing.
you know the swap shop. If you haven't been to, hello, Adam Ray. Adam Ray is on represent the family, represent because
cool.
Michael is in Toronto.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
That's a lot.
And we have Les Paul Gibson. Hello, Les.
He's disappointed
Adam Ray.
today.
Dad is currently having dinner in Toronto with the cyanide board. A pathetic excuse not to. Yes.
Yeah,
to
I
watch
know.
the show.
Well,
I totally agree.
Unfortunately, Michael's looking after the environment while we're looking after the Stratocasters.
I thought he was learning some secret cyanide poisoning techniques because I think he's a secret agent. Jim Cavey is on. I'm sure that's my old lounge suit. Huh?
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
Jim's from Brisbane. He's
Yeah.
he's a little
I'm
strange.
gonna
The
just sit
Strat
on
looks
the
great. Yeah, man. I reckon.
That's better.
Yeah, no, I
sinking
popped
into that
over.
lounge
I popped
suit.
over to the. I got a tip off. I got a tip off from a customer who said, "You need to go check out this thing at the swap shop." And I'm like, "I never go anywhere over there." No, you gotta go. So over to the swap shop, which I hadn't been to in years. It's an institution. So don't go there for service because you ain't getting nothing. But they have a treasure trove of gear. And
Yeah.
there's a few diamonds in the rough. So I went over there and of course I didn't get any service and I bought this guitar. And I went to Found Sound, which is kind of cool. But I expected to go
It's
in.
clustering, isn't it? Like the
Oh,
same, there's a
man.
South Melbourne cluster of
Yes,
Guitar
yes.
Kernel, Factory Sound, Deluxe, Bass Centre, Guitar Centre, and Guitar Emporium. And there's a cluster growing north side as well.
Absolutely. So, folks, we're going to do some cocaine here.
So am I- with this one,
we're
just-
going to do the Clapton version.
Just momentarily, am I sort of playing which strings?
Well, we're going to forget the top string.
Yeah,
Or the low E.
but all of the other ones?
I think mainly the root, the fifth, the octave. If you want to put that in, you can, but these are the big ones.
Clapton did love his Strats, but he came to them early and then late.
Oh,
So-
right. Was he on the Strat really in the early days?
Yeah, they looked at it early because so 1958,
Yes.
Muddy Waters went to the UK. Career and ribbons in America. And who wants to listen to an old black blues guy who's, playing
Washed
stuff
up.
from the 30s? The English do. So that tour in '58's attributable to several of the, that whole '60s British thing. So he sees them playing and thinks that's
Yes.
pretty cool, but they're blooming hard to get hold of, obviously. He settles into his famous Gibson period for a while there, but goes back to the Strat later on for a very sad reason.
Because Jimmy.
Yeah, he bought a white Strat to take to Jimmy's concert.
That's right.
Oh, it wasn't Jimmy's concert. He and Jimmy were going to
Yes.
see a musician. He bought vintage in those days, vintage now. He bought a beautiful white Strat to give him,
Man, I love that.
and Jimmy never turned up.
Jimmy, no, he
And-
bit the big one.
Days later, it was all revealed. So that's
Pronounced dead by Bob Brown from Tasmania,
which is
ex-leader of the
one
Greens.
of the greatest pieces of music trivia ever. So
Let's do it.
That's how we get Clapton on the Strat.
Clapton on a Strat, and here we go. I have no idea.
If you want
Gotta love that. Now, normally, when we do that song, I double hand clap. And Panda has a little cart tied to her. And she runs in with the cocaine.
The little save. Oh, I must turn my hum down, which was
hum down.
You know, one of the famous 60 cycle hum of this particular layout, which some people don't love, but I would say to them, get over it, because the moment you start playing, who cares?
Yes,
exactly. It's all good and done. And
well, one thing I would say about the custom shop stuff is they tend to tackle that better than your entry point stuff. They invest a little bit more time in shielding and however they do it. But I mean, this is a single coil.
Now, is it relict or is it just had a hard life?
That's what they call faded. So it's got the nitro finish.
Yeah.
But it's not heavily relic. So they put the nitro on, and they just let it crack and chip away. And so there's a couple of little marks on it already.
So someone has played it.
Someone has played it.
Real life. I love the red. The red is fabulous.
It's great. Matches my complexion.
Yeah.
Now, Nigel, in the interest of time.
Yes. What else can we play?
Should we change guitars?
I think it's a fine idea.
Let's do that. Okay. I'm gonna go a Strat, but not a Fender.
Oh my goodness. Whereas I'm going the real deal. Oh God. I'm going.
Holy moly.
Whoa,
wow, that does have some wallop. Okay. Oh, God.
I'm going Clapton.
Macho.
And the reason I originally bought this guitar off you
yes, sir.
was the first time I met you, and the first guitar I bought here
yes,
was Clapton.
Yes, right.
That's
Is that right? Well, that's it. That's the one.
It's black. It's a single thickness pickguard, nothing fancy.
Yes.
Maple fretboard, and wow, it just blew my mind. And then proceeding to master it proved many years of challenge, and I never really did pull that off. So such is life. But
I think you're doing quite well, considering you couldn't play anything.
Yeah, I know. Exactly, from zero to power chords accordingly. We got some more power chord goodness for us today.
I do.
Which is kind of weird, isn't it, when we're on such beautiful guitars with so many options that we've ended up playing two largely power chord songs.
That's true. You know what? Well, I'll give the listeners,
yes,
the watchers, a choice. We can either play the Rumble, or we can play.
So it's a really interesting choice.
You don't have to do that.
A couple of Strats. I trust you'll be putting in a bid for the black Strat, for David Gilmour's famous black Strat.
Yes, I wonder how much that's going to. He's selling. I don't know how much of his gear he's selling. It's a fair bit,
almost all the famous stuff. So they're estimating $150,000 US for the black Strat. Comes up in June in New York. It's on display in London in May. So this is David Gilmour, Pink Floyd, the Strat. Wish You Were Here.
Wow.
All the things. He's selling a few others which are far more reasonably priced, but it's the black Strat, and I think it's had like 3 necks as well. So it's like got a classic lived-in guitar.
That's why I think the Gilmour signature, custom shop signature, I was a bit wacky on that one because. It's like a vintage body, but he put on an 80s neck on it from memory. I think someone might know that, like an 83 or something. But
gosh, that is the sound. That's it. That's the
hopefully
sound.
It hasn't. This is a Nash. This is from Bill Nash.
Yep.
Hello, Bill Nash. He's in the US, and he assembles Stratocasters. So when the previous family had ownerage of the Fender Australia name, if I had have said anything like that,
yes,
I would get a phone call from them. And I would be in trouble. But these days,
everyone's a bit cool.
They sold out, and everyone's much more reasonable.
You either you want the real thing, or you want a master-built guitar.
You just want to play Jimmy. You want to play Jimmy lick straight away.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Well, there it is. Whoop.
some
about
good
that.
players in here, but you no slouch yourself, Colonel.
Peace and love, as Ringo would say. Peace and love.
Now, that also is tipping its hat at a very early design feature, which is the kind of peppermint coloured pick guard.
I just love that look. I love that early 60s, the triple ply guard, rosewood board. This has got a really dark rosewood board as well. You know what, normally, Sir Nigel, I'm not a fan of the Nash, I'm not, but this thing's killer.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Well, it's saluting in this era, I think, you know, 50s, mid-50s through to 64 when they sold to CBS. As we all know from that online e-learning thing, the video, the movie, it's escaping me now.
Crossroads.
No.
Coco.
Forget it.
That's all right.
It'll come back to me.
I think we might do a live version of Wish You Were Here. Should we?
Look, I love a bit of a stretch. Let's give it a go. We've got the guitars. Why wouldn't we?
Go.
I'm sure it's got
just
some
have to
chords.
find it.
Has it got some chords in there in the bottom end somewhere that I can
yes.
play along
We've
to?
got some chords.
Because this is a beautiful guitar,
boxing.
everyone. You could be the next owner of this guitar, and that would be very helpful.
That could be loud. Let's just see how loud we are. Oh yeah. It's not too bad. I'll show you.
You got some chords for us?
E minor. Oh, that's an A suspended. Oh, that's E minor. G. I'll play the licks. So I think it's a G to start.
Good of him to play acoustic on this, isn't it? For our
It's
benefit.
very
So
considerate.
Very
It goes
kind
to
of
a
him.
C.
So you think you can tell?
D.
Heaven from
A minor.
hell, blue skies from pain. Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? A smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Or did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for the cool breeze, cold cover for change? But did you exchange walk-on part in the wall for a lead role?
Oh, excuse me, Colonel. Interrupting such a fun
There we go. How about that?
roar of the crowd.
The roar of the crowd. So Nigel, that was fun.
Wow,
Wasn't it?
I'll tell you
Lovely,
what,
lovely
one of
tune.
these, through these amps, we're basically playing Fenders today, aren't we? Well,
Oh, yeah.
You've
Well,
got
this
the
is a
usual.
Fender. Let's not get around. This is a Fender.
Yeah,
Just different.
it's Fender
Title.
everywhere. Bad luck Les Paul this morning because
Bad luck, Les Paul. Yeah. Tough.
tough for you.
We have Les Pauls. I've got a couple of new Les Pauls in here if you guys want to come
You
down.
did, you did.
Yes. Nigel, we probably should vanish and open the doors.
Open the stores.
Yeah.
The doors are for the stores. What are we doing for Easter, Colonel? Are you closing or opening? Have you got a plan yet, or people should watch the channel to find out?
Watch and find out. I think I will be here. Are you around?
I'm around. I'm having a holiday at home, a staycation.
Staycation.
I might pop in and play a few more guitars, and
We
because
might,
I'm sure this will sell in the next week, I might come in for a last play of this.
That's a lovely little American-made 57 reissue. This is a 63. They call them the Nash 63.
63, a fine year, and then I also chose the very large-headed,
I'll do a
fabulous 1977 hardtail.
Jesus.
Look at all the colours, look at all the tones,
There
look at
we
all
go.
the styles.
Promo
That
shop.
is Straturday.
Cool, man. If you're in town, come and see us. We're here, and yeah, I think I might wear my Easter Bunny costume and come back and fit into the local crowd around here.
Yeah.
We'll just say hello to a few people and then we're out of here. Adam Ray, 60 cycle hum is the vibe of the guitar. Yeah,
It is a
I
bit.
agree.
Yeah, I think you learned to live with it.
Lucas Ball.
Lucas.
How do you pronounce his last name?
Just Lucas.
Just Lucas will do.
Yeah.
Les Paul. I haven't been to the swap shop in years. Yeah, same.
Yeah. You know, they're
Caught a rare disease there. I think.
they're currently, there's no more guitars allowed at the swap shop because they're actually full.
I actually said that to the guy that I went right up the back. I said, can I plug this into a Fender style amp? And he just grabs the guitar and takes off with the lead. So I followed him and I lost sight of him, and then I found him right up the back end. And there's just amps absolutely everywhere. And I said, man, don't take any more stock. And
Yeah.
he didn't smile because people over there don't really smile. But
No.
he kind of sort of went,
It's like Aladdin's cave there, isn't it? It's like, yeah.
lovely to be here with you this morning, viewers. Well, thank you, Sir
you.
Nigel. Always a pleasure.
Salute to the Stratocaster, the greatest guitar of all time.
Man, it's the most comfortable. That is 100%. Folks, we're out of here. Thanks for watching. Ciao.